Yo, what is up? I'm Zach. Welcome out to my channel of RWBY Mythology. Today I bring you guys something that has been on my mind recently. Today I want to give you guys my take of the Infection AU. I have seen everyone done their version, like Mario, Sonic, and How to Train Your Dragon Infection AU, and even some horror AU like My Hero Academia and Jujutsu Kaisen. Those, even though I never watched Jujutsu Kaisen, but I never seen that video of the Infection AU, so I just want to mention that. And ever since then, it came across my mind of the Infection AU for RWBY, and surprisingly, there isn't. So I decided to give you guys my take of the Infection AU. And this probably will take place the events of Volume 3. So, I had a thought in mind for the Infection AU. That will take place the events of Volume 3 before things went downhill. And to go over all the Infection AU, I need to go over about what caused this. So, the virus for the Infection AU called the Grimm virus. And basically, there's two ways to get infected by this virus. By killing the Grimm and how their body turned to black mist from killing. And for those who breathe in and breathe out of their nose or whatever, or release the air out of their mouth, yeah, they're basically, if they breathe in accidentally the black mist, if it goes straight to their nose, it will actually affect them physically. So basically turning them slowly into like a demonic type humanoid Grimm, so to speak. So you might think that, okay, this could be avoidable. Not really, you cannot avoid it. When the victim breathes in and let the black mist get into their nose or their mouth, it will affect their bodies from within, destroy their soul, aka their aura from within, and their body turn into more demonic type of Grimm. Even makes the Grimm itself fear. And they will have the ability to bite and affect others. Basically, they could bite people within. Basically, they're basically like zombies, but by their bites could cut through aura, and they could still be affected with or without aura. So let's just say, okay, you have an aura and a random person bites you, and the bite doesn't go, your aura doesn't heal that injury, you're just affected. So basically, you're affected, and that bite mark or scratch don't heal, even you have your aura. I try to make it a lot more sense. So basically, if you get bit or get scratched, your aura will not heal it because the infection spread from within. And that's the idea I had in mind. You know, that's basically what I thought in mind for the Grimm virus, that black mist. If someone breathes in of that mist from killing a Grimm, and if that gets to you from your nose or your mouth, it will affect your body, and you will become, well, a humanoid Grimm. And basically like a mindless zombie. Basically running, so to speak. But there is another type, a way to get affected. And I came across this art. This type of Grimm, called the Infector Grimm. So, when I came across to this, I think of certain things. So basically, like the flood from Halo. So basically, not only you get affected by breathe in and exhale the black mist from killing a Grimm, not only you get affected and turn into a mindless zombie, but also this type of Grimm will turn you into this and this. Both human and faunus alike. So, yeah. That's how it works. So basically, again, like the flood from Halo, basically. So it basically shows the describing of how this Grimm would affect, the person's body if this thing gets a hold of you. So if you guys want to read it, you guys could pause it. So, yeah. So keep that in mind. And there are some people are immune to, well, the Grimm virus and the Infector, so they will not get affected by both of them. And these people are Ruby, Cinder, Salem, Oscar / Ozpin, Raven, Penny, Winter, Crow, and of course I might as well mention the Summer Maiden. So basically, they are immune because, well, for one, for Penny, she's an android. She can't be affected because, well, even though she has a soul, but she's still a machine, it will not affect her. So even the Grimm will not affect her either. So that's the reason why she's in this list, because she's an android. And for the others, the reason why they're immune is because, well, Salem is immortal, Ozpin is immortal, since he could reincarnated, and now reincarnated to Oscar. Oscar is now immune thanks to Ozpin being the next reincarnation of Ozpin. And Oscar has, well, magic from Ozpin. So basically, anything that involves magic is actually makes them immune. Ruby, well, her silver eye abilities is literally magic. It was made by the god of light. So, yeah, that's the reason why Ruby is immune to both of the Grimm virus and the Infector. So, yeah, the characters who are not immune, they're basically kind of fucked in a way. So, yeah, those are the characters who are immune to these sort of things. And again, this takes place in Volume 3 when all this shit went down. So, I'm going to give you guys on who lives, who dies, and gone missing. So you guys could see who lives and who dies. Of course, we're going to get Ruby out of the way because she's alive, because she is immune. Weiss is dead. Blake is missing. Yang's alive, but lost an arm. But when she got affected by, well, after she got scratched, she immediately cut off her arm that we saw in the cannon. So yeah, instead of Adam cutting her arm, Yang decided to cut her arms off so she won't get affected. John is alive, Nora is dead, Pyrrha is alive, and Ren is gone missing. Oscar is alive because he's immune. Sun is missing. Neptune is dead. Coco's dead. Fox alive. Velvet alive. Yasuhashi is dead. Penny alive. Winter alive. Crow is alive, but also missing. Raven alive. Ty is dead. Ozpin is alive, but missing because Volume 3, he's missing, but he's being reincarnated. Onionwood alive. Glinda dead. Clover alive. The entire Aesop are dead. Robin alive. Salem, Cinder, Watts, both of them alive. Hazel and Tyrion dead. Ilya missing. Leo dead. Neo alive. Roman dead. And Adam missing. So I want to go over certain things. You think the zombified humanoid Grimm are the threats, and the Infectors are the threats. The Faunus are the much threater. Well, let's just say the Grimm virus actually affected the Grimm different ways. It makes them more monster-like. Based on their Faunus trace, they actually become what they are. So basically, let's just say the Grimm virus affect the Grimm. It makes them like a mindless monsters in their own way. Or if they get touched by the Infectors, they become like, well, like this. Base of their Faunus trace, they become something base of their animal trace, base of their Faunus. Like, for example, if Blake were something like this, she would be like oh crap. I can't describe on how Blake will look like if she got affected by this. Basically be like, damn, I can't even give a good description. I really can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I can't even think of a good description on how it works for the Faunus. That's the one thing I had an issue with. Like, okay, how will this affect the Faunus? So basically, the virus will actually affect the Faunus far worse than the affecting the humans. So basically, makes them like mindless animals now, losing their sight of humanity and go basically rampage in a way. So the only good summary I can think of is there is a comic, and I think it's fan-made. There is a fan-made comic called Wonderland, Birth of Madness. If you guys heard the comics, you basically know what I mean. And you basically see all the fable are turned into like a mindless monsters, those type of things. Yeah. So basically the Grimm virus will affect them and turn into like a mindless, rampagey, animalistic monsters to be more deadly, more faster than the normal humanoid, zombified humans. Those who are affected by, the black mist of the Grimm virus. So, yeah. There's that. So that's the reason why some of the Faunus are gone missing. Because, the virus is taking the effect on the Faunuses. There are those who are not, bitten. There are, some of them decide to go into hiding. Some of them are running away. And those are becoming, humanoid, zombified Grimm. And the only safe haven to keep the people, both human and Faunus, alive and keep surviving is Atlas. Atlas is the only remaining of safe haven for getaway for those type of the undead, both human and Faunus alike. But it will not last long, because if you saw Volume 8, you know how this is gonna go out. And the only way to cure is, how do I put this? The only way to cure a lot of people who are, bitten and scratch, and those who are not, eaten alive, losing limbs or like a good chunk of their body. Like some people lost their side, like their stomach or their chest or the left side of their ribs or whatever. There is a way to have everyone back to normal and have them all heal from a bite and a scratch, is the silver eye. But not like how RWBY did, because it will instantly kill or frozen the living dead, like how she froze the waiver in Volume 3. No, they would just be completely frozen. What I mean is, RWBY is gonna lose her eyes, or she's gonna have to make a sacrifice herself to make a cure. Or that she has to give up one of her eye to make a cure. So yeah, her silver eye abilities is the only thing to cure everyone, those who are affected by the scratch or bitten. And there are those who are still zombified, but a good chunk of their bodies, like their stomach or whatever, yeah, they're beyond dead. So yeah. So that's the only way to cure everyone. But there's a problem that Salem would know this, that the silver eyes are the only thing to cure this, the apocalyptic, which Salem is not going to let that happen. And the only way to happen, the only way and the only place have the technology to able to make it happen is Atlas. So Salem will try to take out Atlas before RWBY gets to, well, Atlas. If Salem destroyed Atlas and RWBY lost her eye and to make a cure, all that was just for nothing, and all hopes is lost. So RWBY if RWBY gives up her eye and Atlas falls, giving up her eye, one of her eye, would be pointless, and all hope is lost. So the only way to make sure things will be better, or I don't know. So basically that's just come to my mind, that if Salem will find out, like, okay, so the Silver Eye Girl is the only one to fix everything and cure everyone, to those who are affected, minus the to those who are affected by the Infectors type Grimm. So yeah. So, and the only technology we're able to cure those people is Atlas. So yeah, like I said, if Salem destroys Atlas and RWBY gave her her left eye, her right eye, would have been all for nothing. So she just sacrificed her right eye for nothing, for Atlas to fall. So yeah, which that's kind of the basic idea of the story, that Salem destroys Atlas and RWBY just sacrificed her right eye for nothing. So yeah, and people are wondering, okay, what's Crow and Ren have been doing since they're missing? Well, after the loss of Nora, Ren just left, just exiled himself to survive, but also being the rescue, basically finding any survivors, people, the humans, the faunas alike, the civilians, dictate them to safe haven, to find a place that they could be safe. So basically that's what Ren is doing, to be the protector to those who are trying to find a way to survive and not get attacked. So basically Ren became the rescue team, well, the only rescuer to help people that are more danger than just the kingdom. So basically he exiled himself, and he's not alone. Crow is actually helping him. So Ren and Crow are become the rescue team to find and rescue any survivor and take them any place to save. To be away from this dangerous apocalyptic now they're in. Blake, she's, well, oh wow, I forgot to mention this. There's also another safe haven, the Menagerie. The place where faunas feel are safe, but it is not gonna last. So basically, they would try to barricade the whole land and make it into a quarantine. And basically, they cannot let anyone in. Mostly, they will actually let the faunas in, but not the humans. Like, we can't let you in, but we can give you some supplies to get by. But we just cannot risk it having humans. Keep this in mind. The people in Menagerie, they don't respect the humans because, well, you guys should know why. So basically, the only two safe haven is Atlas and Menagerie. That's it. That's the only place. That's like the only two places to feel safe. That's it. So now the world is now into a dark apocalyptic with the zombified humanoid Grimm and zombified faunus hybrid Grimm, and the flood version of RWBY by getting affected by the Infectors. So you have Grimm, zombies, both human and faunus, and the flood version of RWBY. So yeah, the world and Remnant is fucked. So yeah, that's basically the Infection AU I have in mind for this. And again, this takes place in Volume 3. And I wish I could done some commission artworks for all of this, but that's just too much and too much expensive, and I just don't want to put all the pressure on the artists. So that's the reason why I didn't want to, do it. Basically, just give you guys my take on, my Infection AU about this. So, yeah. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Links to my other channel, my social media, will be down below the description box. And also, I want to clear this out right now. If there is any video requests, I can't say the word no more. If there is any video requests that you guys want to be done for y'all, make sure you guys donate to my Cash App or my PayPal. All that will be down below the description box. If you guys want to support the channel, feel free, because I'm not taking any video requests unless you guys pay me, because I'm not doing it for free at all. I'm just gonna keep, because I want y'all to keep that in mind. I'm not doing it for free. You guys are gonna have to pay me if you guys want any video requests to my Cash App or my PayPal. Again, all that will be down below the description box. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. RWBY is love, RWBY is life. Keep moving forward, and I'll see you guys later.